Very good morning and welcome to Athavan News. Today, Monday, 8th of February 2016. Newspaper highlights read by Edward Udedas, Devasagayam Pillai. Now let's move to today's Daily Mirror. Ministry keen to facilitate international schools. The Ministry of Education plans to impose new regulations to be followed by international schools in an attempt to bring them into the purview of the Educational Ministry. As mentioned in the manifesto of the United National Front for Good Governance at the last general election, the ministry will focus on the quality of education provided by international schools and facilitate them to upgrade the education of the students there, Ministry Secretary W.M. Bandusera said. Sports meet. Student dies while practicing. A female student from Kudattanai area in Point Petro had died after fainting while practicing for the school sports meet on Saturday. UNP Working Committee to be reorganized. The Working Committee of the United National Party and its headquarters Srikota will be reorganized. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe informed some members of the party on Saturday. Sarath Fonseca to be or not to be an MP. Decision today. The decision on whether or not to appoint Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca as a Member of Parliament will be taken today by the United National Party's Working Committee. Singing of National Anthem in Tamil. CV overwhelmed by government's goodwill gesture. If Sinhalese people walk one step towards us expressing their friendship, we would walk 10 steps towards them, Northern Province Chief Minister C.V. Wigneswaran said. UNHR Chief meets Wigneswaran. United Nations Human Rights High Commissioner Prince Said Rad Al Hussein, who is currently on a two-day official visit to Sri Lanka, undertook a visit to the Northern Province yesterday, where he met Provincial Governor HMGS Palikakara and the Chief Minister of the province C.V. Wigneswaran. Now let's move to today's daily news. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights meets Northern Province CM. Common amnesty for political prisoners. Said refrains. UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Said Rad Al Hussein yesterday said advocating for a common amnesty for political prisoners would lead to new complications. The High Commissioner explained that it would not be possible to advocate for a general amnesty for political prisoners currently being held by authorities, as experience from other countries have shown that such a move gives rise to more issues. Zaid made these remarks at a meeting with the Northern Province Chief Minister C.V. Wigneswaran at his office in Jaffna when the issue of political prisoners were brought up by the latter. More refugees arrive tomorrow. 43 Sri Lankan Tamil refugees in Tamil Nadu, India will arrive in Sri Lanka tomorrow under the UNHCR facilitated voluntary repatriation program. The Prison Reforms, Rehabilitation, Resettlement and Hindu Religious Affairs Ministry stated in a release yesterday. They are scheduled to arrive in a Sri Lankan Airlines flight at 10:20 am from Trichy and Mihalanga flight at 12:20 pm from Chennai and Madurai. Prison Reforms, Rehabilitation, Resettlement and Hindu Religious Affairs Minister D.M. Swaminathan, who participated in a discussion with the UNHCR, facilitated the process and increased the baggage allowance per person with the assistance of the Public Enterprise Development Ministry, Sri Lankan Airlines and Mihalanga. Ministry Secretary V. Sivanyanamurthy said of the 43 refugee returnees, 24 are males and 19 are females. The refugees will return to Trincomalee, Jaffna, Vaunia, Mullaitivu, Kilinochchi and Mannar. Finally, let's move to Ceylon today. UPM and OEA out in mega protest soon. Opposition to ETCA. Several professional bodies are to engage in a massive protest in Colombo on 11 February opposing the Economic and Technology Cooperation Agreement to be signed with India. The protest is organized by the United Professionals Movement (UPM) and the Organization of Engineers Association (OEA). Pakistani swallows 10 million rupees ball of heroin. Nabbed packaging brown sugar in milk packets in Kolpiti. A suspect Pakistani national who apparently had swallowed heroin made into the shape of a ball valued at 10 million rupees was nabbed by the Police Anti-Narcotics Bureau when he was repackaging heroin into milk packets in a hotel in Kolpiti. Academics, professionals, frustrated, expressed their displeasure in writing to press. The group of academics and professionals who advocated the victory of President Maithripala Sirisena urged the President to take initiatives to ensure efficiency in public investment projects. In a letter to the President, the group of academics and professionals claimed that the government had deviated from the good governance principles and continued to commit the mistakes of the previous government in the process. Holding on to official residencies and vehicles, former ministers face legal action. A number of former cabinet ministers have still not handed over their official residencies given to them by the previous government, say the Anti-Corruption Front. Despite it being over 13 months since the removal of these former ministers from their portfolios, they have still not vacated their official accommodation. With that, we come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan News Paper Highlights.